Woke up to some drama involving Sinder today. Started with Nanolus, who I believe is the artist of her model, talking about how he wants to terminate his work with Sinder. Starts out wanting to share my experience with Sinder and Red manipulating me, using me, and dragging me into drama, while sabotaging, slandering, and spreading lies about people I thought were her closest friends. Not only do I no longer wish to work with Sinder, but I want to share what I've endured over the years and shed light on what she has been doing behind people's backs to protect artists and friends that may be experiencing something similar. Struggled a lot with writing this document and wasn't sure what I felt and experienced working was real or just burnout, but I think this proves that I was lied into and manipulated over the course of years while working with Sinder. Note: based on working with Redacted or Red, Cinder's manager, in Sinder over the years, I am sure they speak for each other, and there's no reason to believe Red was acting without Cinder's consent and knowledge. Whenever I use they or them, it refers to them both acting as a team. Which, yeah, later on we figure that out, because I've seen multiple tweets and whatnot from people who are friends and who have worked with Sinder that, yeah, that's more or less how, that's the consensus, is that that's how it works. I'll start with screenshots showing them speaking ill of other creators and spreading rumors while manipulating me that it's all in our best interest. In addition to spreading ill rumors, they also complained and accused Bao of giving quote-unquote their editor too much work, resulting in the editor not having any time for new clients, which will be important later on. Screenshots below show them making them their affection and appreciation immediately, followed by spreading rumors and lies to make other clients appear problematic, to manipulate any future decisions regarding commissions. Of which, yeah, that's pretty standard tactic for people. It's, hey, you're super good, you're super good. Oh, hey, did you hear what this creator did? And then spreading, so it's like, oh, they think I'm really good, but then this other creator does some really bad stuff. Do I really want to work with them in the future? That kind of shit. Well, with Blank, she's given a lot of biases, priority at GS, I'm assuming gamer subs. So this is someone at gamer subs. Sometimes over Sinder, and we can't really confront them about it. Plus, she's gone 3D lately. Oh, I wonder if this is about Lily. This might be about Lily. So I know Lily is like a big part of like the branding of gamer subs. Bao has been getting on our nerves for a while. She hijacked our YouTube editor a while ago and is constantly picking up artists that we work with. We've gotten to know her better being friends with her, but she really rubs us the wrong way with things she does. We wanted to try and safeguard our most important artist from her since she's already taken our editor. And I don't mean taken like he doesn't work with us anymore. He does, but he has to dedicate time for her now, and sometimes that gets in the way of our projects. Also, one of Bao's MV editors is the one that did the Boss Rush MV, and we're 99% sure she told him not to do any more with us. But like model art is the most important thing. That's a VTuber's entire image. Which, yeah, it is. But going back to this, so you're saying as a freelancer, he's, you know, getting more clients like anyone would do. And he's still working for you. It's not even like he's not working for you. He still is. It's just now he's working with someone else. Goes on to say, we love working with you. Sinder wouldn't be Sinder without Nano. But let me tell you the tea about the MV thing. Goes on to talk about how Bao's song supposedly flopped. I don't know anything about it. And her editor met them at TwitchCon, saying he'd love to work with them, practically jumping through hoops to get something planned. We managed to have him squeeze in the Boss Rush MV between his work with Bao. He says he loved working on it and super excited to work on the next project. Song blows up and he's credited as the editor. I ask him when he's free to do that next project, and now he goes forward saying he's only going to work with Bao. Apparently with no explanation. Now they're trying to say they don't have an editor. You could find an editor for you. You just got more conjectures saying that Bao got pissed at them and was being petty about it. Now saying that it's weird that Bao wants to fucking, you know, work with Nano in some of their live 2D, even because, you know, it's totally not like Sinder has a really good model and really good rigging, you know, nothing like that. Goes on to say, Red asked him to cancel on Bao mid-work and manipulated him into thinking it was okay since she has so many connections and she'll be fine anyway, so that way he wouldn't feel guilty. And yeah, this really fucking scummy, like literally checking in. Hey, did you cancel the models? Yeah, so many connections. She'll be fine. So at WeebCon, so this was a while in the making. Get designed for free as an apology gift. I mean, to be fair, kind of probably like the least you could do. You're in the middle of your fucking work and you cancel on her. That's kind of scummy. Exclusivity and blacklisting other creators. In the messages below, they mentioned wanting an exclusivity contract, but they didn't want to pay for it, but rather when a creator from the blacklist comes along as commission, they'd guarantee me model work for Sinder only, and if anyone asked me for commissions, they commission me instead to compensate for not working with other creators. Yeah, this is very strange because they say that one of the accusations they made was Bao overworking their editor, which wasn't their editor, it's a freelancer. And so they decide, oh no, you keep working on our shit so that way you can't work for anyone else. Messages below show that their primary concern is that the more non-Cinder models Nano makes, the less valuable her Cinder models are. Which is super weird to think about, like how. Screenshot is them setting up the blacklist. I'm not worked with any new clients or any new outfits for VTuber 1 specifically. And then also some other stuff. The idea that my work as an artist and designer is devalued by working with other people is insane and hurtful. To realizing what taking a deal with them would really mean for both my workload and my mental health, I backed out. Good for you. You did what you should have. Goes on to talk about, hey, what would you need for exclusivity? And so Nano's like, okay, hey, this is a monthly fee for this would be a monthly fee for my fucking what I would normally earn. We don't want you breaking any brand new model clients and not make any more outfits / models for blank again. And hey, it's not really exclusivity because you'd still be able to work on these other people as long as they aren't the people we say no to. Goes on to say Nano models won't have the same value anymore, which is stupid. With another one of our partners with certain creators. And we'd rather these creators not have what makes Cinder unique, which is your artwork. We can pay blank for you, and you don't have to discount it from the next payment. And we'll continue giving you lots of model work, I think about 4 this year right now. But you don't work with blank, or blank all again, models or artwork. Don't think you've worked with blank or blank before. Another GamerSteps label for you too. And then asking, hey, can I get some more? So-and-so still gives me, commissions me. And then, well, we could do it if like and then Redacted goes on to say, hey, we could do it whenever, so-and-so asks for art, you tell them no, and then you tell us, and then we'll buy another art piece. Which, it's a whole lot of trust to set up for it, assuming that they actually would. That's a lot of trust for something that you might lose money on and might burn bridges on. Another example of speaking ill of other creators, right after they saw I was working with Shy Lily, trying once again to make the idea of working with other clients seem like I'm setting myself up with problematic people, who do me no good in the long run to get me to reconsider working with them. They also continuously kept asking me about my other clients' plans, which for them made the antenna go up and immediately went into slandering Lily. Consistently tried to reassure me that despite their best efforts, they just happen to be keep trying to bring drama in as reasons for me to go exclusive, and that working only with Sinder that is them trying to look out for me. So, hey, we see you're working with another big person. Can we... You keep doing that is the problematic. Let me look at what Lily's done. Oh, hey, by the way, what are your other clients doing so we kind of know? Like, it's just super fucking weird. Do you have any more plans with Lily besides the model, like outfits and merch or anything? Just the model. We're asking you for a model recently just made the antenna go up. She's been acting weird towards Sinder lately. We don't know if something's going on. Okay, I can't be the only one who thinks that all the fucking emotes, the emotes in all the messages is weird, right? Personally, I find that weird. I can't put emotes into my fucking shit. Apparently been acting weird ever since V card launched. And then I was like, what's considered weird? Dipping out of collabs that they were both a part of at last minute, now ghosting her messages. Rated a couple times in the past week and Lily won't acknowledge Sinder by name. Okay. Just weird petty stuff. Around V-Card's launch, they were talking, collabing, and I don't know what happened. But her asking you for a model after that was just weird, even though she said she doesn't plan on getting a new model anytime soon. I mean, apparently something went down. If this is true at all. Don't know, hate that we keep bringing you into drama. No, you don't. You're doing it on fucking purpose. You're doing it trying to get exclusivity. Blank look a bit menacing, so I don't talk to her. Wonder who the fuck that is. Feels like we're gonna have to compete with Lily if she's ghosting Sinder and wants the same model mama. Sure. The idea that they need to stay informed and gauge the competition is extremely upsetting and toxic to me. The competition they're referring to are people I thought they considered friends, who always helped support it and platform Sinder. When I pushed back, the immediate response was blaming the other creators, implying that they initiated it by trying to work with me, that somehow justified their actions. Okay, yeah, right here. So the raid did happen, and Sinder thanked the raid. Okay, so just gaslighting. Is it just Sinder and Blank you've been doing continuous model outfits for? We'll have to deem an update list and final arcade reference for you soon as it's finished. I have an outfit for Blank planned too. As for Blank, got nothing new for now, but she always comes up with something. Oh, let me do the emote taking notes. You know who's rigging Lily's model? It's gonna be Blank. Thanks, Nano. Sorry for all the questions. Got to stay informed, especially when it comes to our top artists. Never a break. Let's see what else is in there. I'll keep in the loop about anything else going on with that. The balding. Stupid drama. Got to stay competitive, even in we shouldn't have to. Also, your PFP looks like a guy with a mustache. Don't go too far into the competitiveness. It can get bad. Gotta chill sometimes. Hey, it's not us. I mean, yeah, Nano's right. You can't get too into the competitive. It's not good for your health. We aren't the ones getting model art from the artists of the other gamer subs owner out of the blue and ghosting them and refusing to acknowledge them. Below, I wanted to push back and make clear I was uncomfortable on being dragged into drama, and they responded by bringing up more drama and baseless claims, all while trying to guilt trip me. It's ironic and crazy to me that I mentioned not wanting to be dragged into personal issues, only for them to, on multiple occasions, mention other people's alleged drama. Holy shit. Sinder just wanted to say sorry for stepping back on the exclusivity deal. Wanted to apologize personally to use ever since I've only talked about that with Red. But I don't want to be dragged into any personal issues like that. After all, Blank is still a client and makes me anxious and kind of destroys my mental to do this kind of deal. Just wanted to let you know I still love working with you and Red, but I understand if things don't work out because of Blank. I just love my clients, that's all. I get it, Nano, and it's unfair to push this on you, but it's really confusing going back and forth about it. I just get compared to her a lot, even still today, and it's like I'm always living in someone's shadow, which is the reason why Red asked about not making any more models for her. When you said, I understand if things don't work out, it makes me feel like you're okay with not working with me anymore, which hurts so much after all this time. Oh, that's some emotional manipulation, huh? I don't really see the point of keep thinking about being compared to Blink. You're so much bigger already. You've done so much more, but I would never give Blank any priority over you. Also, there's not even any model for her being discussed. I just want to sleep clear-minded. Yeah, I just put it out there. No, not getting into this. I'm also fine not doing her models, but at least gamer subs art stuff would be fine with me. I don't want to be 100% an asshole to her. That's all. Which, yeah, simple enough. It's not me, but other people's opinions of us. I'm just trying not to get involved in any drama that other people want to talk about comparing us. But you say you don't want to... You say you don't want to be involved in any drama, but you're constantly pulling Nano into this. Once you get that money, the whole situation's kind of sucky. You just want to get along. Understand if things don't work out about this. It would be mostly if you hate me for not burning Blank down from my list. Okay, justifying their behavior is saying they're simply looking out for me when none of this has anything to do with me to begin with, manipulating me into getting grateful for earning well, thanks to them, despite the loss of work from long-time recurring clients and new clients. Yeah. Overall, none of this has anything to do with Nano. It's them bringing Nano into it. Starting my work and models as a team. Another example of going after other clients of mine from before, claiming that having more clients alongside them makes my work less special, with the recurrence of it's just business. Manipulating me into believing that working with her is special for multiple reasons, that I risk losing that special something as a client if I quote-unquote prefer to work with others. No acknowledgement of my reasoning, and I need to working with other clients due to the nature of my work solely focuses on their issues. Concerning my work and models as a team. Goes on to talk about how going after other clients of his, claiming to have more clients alongside works less special, and that it's just business, that kind of stuff. And just really weird shit. I'd also like to note again that this screenshot is one of the many occasions that indicate that Red speaks on Cinder's behalf. I was originally concerned with everything going through Red, that it may not have been 100% of Cinder's feelings or wants. I messaged her about it to make sure that he spoke on her behalf and confirmed with both of them this was the case. Hey Cinder, I hope you're doing okay. I talked with Red and believe he talked to you already. I thought it would be best if I checked here personally. Actually wanted to know better your thoughts because Red tried to talk to me and I think I misunderstood things. It's mostly about this. I thought on canceling some models because of it, then I realized it's not really fair to me. I understand what he means, but at the end of the day, it's just business. Of course we love working with you and want to keep working together. But if you prefer to work with other clients instead of me, I know it's for a reason to help grow and not because you don't like me. Being one of your very first model babies was so amazing. I was happy to be with someone to help you with live 2D cutting to improve your skills. I think that's a big part of why everyone loved the 1.0 model and then started asking you for him. I can have Red send you a list of our plans for the future and estimated due dates, so just let us know what you actually want to work on. That way I have time to look for someone else if you don't have time for my projects or don't want to do them. Feels special to only have your model art for all my outfits, but just let me know if you don't have time for me to be an exclusive Nano art baby anymore. So Nano has to go on and be like, no, it's no personal reason. I'd never do something like this to you or anyone, but it's important for my job to reach far. I like working on different projects and people. Never ever said I didn't want to work with you anymore. Told Red that even though I have my other works, I will always have a way to get you a priority spot when possible. I also think, and then Sinder replies, I also think it's important for you to work on projects that you're excited about, so I'll go through my plans with Red and send you our ideas to see if it's possible with your schedule. I know he can be a little pushy sometimes, but it's because he's just doing business for me to grow too, and he absolutely loves your work just as much as I do. So, yeah. Speaks on her behalf. Red tries to make it look like they never meant to appear like they wanted me to be exclusive by framing it as something I wanted, while immediately doubling down on the fact that me working with more people makes my work less special and no longer unique, as if every design is just a Sinder clone. Not true. Art style, but no, it's not a clone. And I could have sworn up here it was Red's idea. It's about working with Sinder. My friends told me it's a bit unfair for me to stop other models, so I do more for Sinder, which I agree with them. I'm a free artist. I should be able to do whatever I want to do. I don't want to take sides on any drama or situations. Still will always have a way to have open slots for Sinder, but I won't be having her as my only customer. Yes, set your boundaries. I agree, you're a free artist and you should do what you want, but I was under the impression that taking on more Sinder work is what you wanted to do. I didn't think it was like we were making you do that. I guess we got misunderstood on both sides. It's more about this. And calls back to how he said, more artwork makes the Sinder models less special. I mean, what I said is still true about how we feel, but I wasn't saying you had to only do Sinder work from now on. That's with anything, though, not just your work. If you have something special and everyone wants and gets that thing, it makes it less special. Sorry you were under the impression we were trying to make you only do work for us. I'll keep things more business talk and less emotional. Just let me know how this will affect your schedule so I can tell Sinder after. But every single model I do is unique and I make them special in their way. It's not like I'm selling Sinder to everyone. Which, yeah, no. Nano's not. It's just Nano's art style. Simply business. Normalizing their behavior once again by saying this is simply business to sabotage other VTubers' careers and not work with them and focus on Sinder instead. So just more of this. It's all business is business. Damage control. Making sure none of this reaches other VTubers, so it's hush hush. Providing proof that they know what they do is ill-intended and should not get out. It's caused an issue for Sinder's career to be painted in this light. Oh, how right they are. Uncalled for shot at VTuber 1 is even spoilered a hidden message in Discord so it wouldn't be accidentally leaked. So yeah. Try to be transparent as much as possible. I think it's more fair to both sides this way. You didn't tell Blank you canceled because of Sinder, did you? No, I told him it was health issues. I would never blame anyone besides Blank. Never want to make you feel like we're making you or forcing you to do work on / not work on something, especially if it's something you want to / don't want to do. Our conversation the other day wasn't meant to convince you of only doing Sinder work. Again, I'm sorry that sounded like I was telling you to only do Sinder work. I'll message you later. I mean, that is what you're trying to do. You did make him feel like you were doing that. Well, let's see if Blank wants a nano model or not and hope Blank finds someone else. Constant obsession with VTuber 1 and claiming she's asking for it by causing this unspoken competition, which is only coming from Sinder. I think it's more like wanting her to recognize Sinder, even though that doesn't matter. I feel like there's an unspoken competition. They need to one-up each other because Blank can't get along. New VTuber who people say looks, sounds, and acts like you becomes just as successful as you in a year. If she didn't recognize Sinder as an equal or as a friend, then it would be like she's endorsing her quote-unquote copy or like I've seen some people say her replacement. Share the same audience too. Who's this about? Is this about... I don't know. Complaining. Blah, blah, blah. There's one dedicated blank fan or someone she knew, I don't know, comment on these clips saying, when you need to get a clip blank, only on Sinder clips. Like to highlight the irony of expecting to be entitled to recognition for her own efforts and size when her own active efforts are tied to sabotaging this very same VTuber, also feeling entitled and insisting to being recognized by someone else is odd. Yeah. This is really fucking scummy. Make sure you check out the full document if you want to. Lo and behold, Bao releases one. Bao releases a fucking doc on it. So let's look at this. Only speaking on what Nanolist has shared with the public and messages that directly mention me by name. No witch hunt, all that shit. Standard shit. Before I start, I want to point out why I'm addressing both Sinder and Redacted read despite the messages largely being from Redacted. Our occurs numerous times as someone who's close to and worked with Cinder for years. I have firsthand experience on how Sinder and Red collaborate and the extent at which Red operates as their primary point of contact in their professional and personal projects. It is experience that leads to me believing that request images sent by Red were both known about and approved by Sinder. Okay. Yet again, another person saying, yeah, they know what they're doing. In March 2024, I announced that one of my subathon goals was a live 2D model. Nanolist was going to be the live 2D illustrator after she finished both the... Oh, is Nanolist female? Actually, I'm sorry if I've been misdoing that. Both the design and base model sketch, there was suddenly back and forth on whether or not she had the physical and mental capacity to continue my model. It's very sad I not only teased a screenshot of the model sketch on Twitter, but I had grown very attached to the design and showed it to all my friends in a private group chat that Sinder was a part of. Shared how devastated I was, and she did not comment or say anything despite others in the group chat comforting and reassuring me. Now realize that the reason for her silence was because Sinder and Redacted were deliberately sabotaging ongoing commissions and blocking VTubers, such as myself, from having access to art from Nanolist. Yeah, right here. So Bao is one of them. So not this one. Oh, Bao is right here. Nanolist asks Redacted on why he's encouraging her not to finish the model. Redacted then lists my name amongst various VTubers as well as vendettas Sinder and Redacted harbor against each. Bao has been getting on our nerves for a while. Hijacked our YouTube editor, constantly picking up artists that we work with. Yeah. So what Redacted lists as reasons why Nanolist should cancel her ongoing live 2D commission with me, all the while continuing to collaborate with me and pretending to be my friend. Yeah. The fact that you're able to do all this shit behind the scenes and then go on and pretend to be friends with someone as if it's nothing is mind-blowing and fucking scummy. It's not what... No, this isn't what friends do. Friends do not sabotage other friends out of business opportunities. Don't spread lies to fuel selfish narratives. Friends don't use the private information they get from the privilege of being close friends just to use it to manipulate others. Stepping on your friends and abusing your power and connections how you get to the top. I hope you realize no one will be left when you get there. That's fucking... That's... Yeah. That's an insane fucking quote. More screenshots from them urging Nanolist to cancel the ongoing live 2D commission with me, even mentioning how excited I was about it. Yeah, that's fucking... Hey. Yeah. Oh, fuck you, Redacted. Don't sell yourself short. I think she'll be fine with taking the design and finding someone else. I wouldn't offer it for free, maybe half price if she starts shit. LOL. God, that's so fucking scummy to do, especially knowing how excited Bao is. I don't know what I've ever done to either Redacted or Sinder to deserve this level of... Yeah. Regarding the messages where Sinder and Redacted openly accusing me of stealing their YouTube editor, Boss Rush music video animator, as well as any artists they've worked with. So this is it. Hi Kaiser, nice to meet you. I was watching your stream highlights from me and Sinder's collab, and I really loved your editing style and humor. I was curious if I could request a video edit from you every now and then. If you have any availability, my username is Bao on Discord if you want to chit chat more there. Thanks again. Yeah, it goes, yeah, I'd love to work with you. One stream highlight a month, as we are aware of his extensive position as Sinder's channel manager. I made a point to note this in my inquiry email to him in 2023. Holy shit, 5 hours. Started a group Discord call that lasted 5 hours. I hang out with my editors in this group call. Kaiser shared with us that he was afraid to ask Sinder for a raise because he initially turned down an exclusivity deal. As a friend of both Sinder and Kaiser, I encouraged him to take the deal and reassure him that it would not change our friendship, as I would never want someone I care about to miss an opportunity, even if it meant I would lose him as an editor. Yeah. Good friend. It's like, yeah, no, do it. It sucks that I won't have you as an editor anymore, but do it. This will be great for you. Yeah, this is horrible, that fact that Sinder was doing this. Sinder and Red were saying this. Bao had original songs last year that had envies by your editor, and the songs flopped. Okay, let's see what this is. I'm in shock and disbelief that this is the narrative they decided I deserve, saying that I harbored an invisible jealousy because my songs quote-unquote flop made me feel sick to my stomach. In late 2024, I was dealing with the debilitating TMJ pain that resulted in me having to drain fluid from my jaw joint to open my mouth properly. They both knew this. I've always wanted my friends to succeed alongside me, and I don't know how they could say those things while simultaneously weaponizing my most vulnerable moments against me. We're 99% sure she told him, Sacramore, not to do any more with us. Boss Rush music videos. In these messages, Sinder and Redacted are referring to my animator, Sacramore, who I've been with working since 2023. Holy shit, yeah. Proof on how long we've worked together. In 2024, Sac asked me if he could go completely exclusive for me and work with me in-house with no credit. Or for to be able to work quietly on his personal projects and brand without having VTubers ask him for more commission work. Happy to accept and reiterate that it was Sac's decision and no one else's. And here's the proof of that. That's dope. Good on him. I wanted to do it myself, not based on all this. Why aren't you solving this privately? Now, in his documents, some of those messages date back years. I found out about this less than 48 hours ago, and they did not give me common courtesy of talking to me privately about this over these years. My thoughts, feelings, and most vulnerable, darkest moments that I shared in confidence with people I thought would be for years and years from now may have been used as information to ruin my chances to have the same VTuber model as someone I thought was my friend, and I don't know how I can ever be the same out of this. Thank you for your time. Yeah. Fucking insane. Insane. So that's Bao's side of the story. And Bao's like, dude, what do you mean? We've been fucking friends. You know, I've shared so much with you and you decide to do this to me? Sacramore then put out a document. And as we saw, Sacramore is Bao's animator. Let's jump into it. Very unorganized. I'll try to keep this brief. no more attention hearing what they said about me as how working with them was. First off, to address this. Really weird. I asked Bao to go anonymous and in-house because I'd been wanting to focus on my own projects for 2025. Since I'd spent pretty much all of 2023 and 24 doing videos for others and was having a lot of people / companies reach out asking me to work with / for them, I'm not good at saying no to work opportunities. Since in general, just being just an editor is not a long-term sustaining thing in most scenarios, hence why a large majority either turn to becoming managers or their own content creators with their own platforms. So I just wanted to be left alone this year to work on other things than just editing for other people, which is why I want to be separated from my commission work since I don't like the idea of just being labeled as an editor, which, yeah, makes total sense. See. Okay. When me and Sinder initially discussed working on a music video project at TwitchCon, everything was fine and friendly. However, the part that is stated as practically jumped through hoops is an overstatement to say the least, since they asked me a significant amount of times trying to get me to work with them after I told them no multiple times. And I only said yes because they offered double pay. Holy shit. So, jumping through hoops. No, I've been telling you no. I only said yes because you kept asking. You offered to pay me double. Full every day this month. November 9th. Thank you. Okay, more stuff. Hey, Red, thanks for waiting. Sinder in my schedule this month, but between moving in my new apartment this week and the Halloween album, 7 MVs, I think November 9th is the very earliest I could start. I'm very sorry. Well, if there's any projects after that date y'all would like me to do, I can lock y'all into my calendar 100%. How long does it usually take for you to do an MV? Depends on complexity and length, so optimal will be a little over a week. A little over a week. I don't know what the -2 is. 2, I guess, for Rush. How would you feel about me giving you everything? For the MC now, work on it in between your other projects and have it to me by the end of October. Don't have any free days until November 9th. It's the earliest this month, and the start of November is literally just an ass beating for my schedule. You're missing out on a good one. Really trying to fucking sell it like, hey, come on. November 9th is my last MV for Bound until the first week of December, I think, when Sinder is coming out now. When it's ready. English or JP? English. Lots of animated text with different fonts. Yeah, but that's fine. Is it just one still image, or is she using it for artwork? Going over the details for it. Yeah, it's like, you waited a bit too long. Earliest I can fucking do is second week of December. Oh, we're hoping November. Impossible. Like I said, super down to do it and really hope to be able to work with Sinder in the video. But my schedule is always super packed, so leave playing weeks and months ahead without much wiggle room. Let me know what you like to do or feeling. What if we pay you double? Send an invoice to blank whenever we'll get paid ASAP. Also, I'm not sure what they're on about Bao not knowing me working with them, since I asked Bao with Sinder and Red standing right next to me at TwitchCon if it was fine, since I had agreed to do all the Halloween album, but would probably miss one of the songs and she had no problems with it at all. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Also, the stream was pushed back for the reason of the video wasn't done yet. Song was going up at 2 p.m. if I remember. However, this part really got under my skin due to the fact that it was just straight up not true. And if something goes wrong in the video production line, no matter who's at fault, the blame will fall on the editor and animator pretty much every time. Still not why the stream was pushed back. So aggressively blamed publicly on stream in front of thousands for the lateness really upset me, since the video was not late even under a very tight deadline, where I didn't even receive all the artwork until the 18th, the first full master till the 19th, and was then asked to also make a teaser version as well for an ad for the end of the video for their merch on the 21st, which I was not informed of at all prior to planning. I'd also skipped going home for Thanksgiving after having family member pass to get this video done and rush the hell out of it. Entire video was done from scratch in a little under 2 weeks, since there was quite a few both visual and audio assets I didn't have at the time that was remotely resembled what the final product would sound like, so I felt this was an attack on my work ethic, which is something I take quite a lot of pride in. I did not receive the merch assets until the 27th as well. It's a lot of fucking work done really quickly. Even with revisions, all the extra trailers in the video was completed and delivered on time, enough for YouTube to process the 4K version. Probably more that I should clarify, since I'm aware I'm unbelievably poorly organized, but I'm very tired and don't feel like giving more energy to these people. Wow. So a lot of what Red said just ain't fucking true, huh? So that's the extent of the Nanolist side, I believe. I haven't looked at this next part, but Spite has a document. And I know of Spite. I haven't really looked into her a lot, but I do know Spite. Let's see what Spite has to say with it. How long is this one? Assuming not very long. 8 pages. Okay. I want to start by saying, please not send any hate. Same stuff. First and foremost, my love and admiration goes to Nanolist for having the courage to bring this to light. Backbone of our community. In this screenshot, the VTuber that was being talked about is very clearly me. Since the beginning of my VTuber journey has been written in my backstory and lore that I'm a daughter of Cerberus, and though I'm foreseeing summoning mishap, the Greek goddess Hecate. Yeah, 3-head Cerberus. I have the repeating comments. If your Cerberus were your other 2 heads, push me to use the broader term Hellhound at the time. Makes sense. Early model. Rigging's kind of hard, so put 2 heads on the shoulders. Makes sense. She yearned my journey, and I started to receive harassment and berating comments that chat messages on Twitch and YouTube videos comparing me to Sinder and putting me down for being a Hellhound. Making the definitive switch to the Cerberus label brought me a sense of relief, because the last thing I wanted was constantly being compared or harassed at by this point. Didn't want to be associated with her due to all the negativity that was being thrown my way. Which, yeah, makes sense. Okay, this. Okay, so I did think that was Spite. I was right. And yeah, I wouldn't want to be associated with something. Why would I want to be associated with something that only thing that's I see pointed at me about it is super negative? Claims of unfollowing her and taking her ideas. I debuted my 2.0 model May 2022. Same day she decided to post her debut announcement for her 1.0 live 2D model. Leading up to this, I didn't know who Sinder was at all. I had no idea she had fire in her ears or if she was another Hellhound. Creator space is broad, and I still stumble across creators larger than myself that I had not heard of before. Which, yeah, true. I will find plenty of people who's like, oh, I don't know who you are. I like your stuff, though. That kind of stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of people. Never once stole her ideas. All I ever want to is try to be unique on my own way, so these claims I was following her and then unfollowing and stealing her ideas are absolutely baseless and uncalled for. And then here's proof, May 3rd, May 14th. So yeah, hers was, yeah, just so happened to be similar. Her posting her seemed off, but shrugged off as coincidence because things happen. Something this had happened. Oh, this wasn't the last time something like this happened. There's been multiple times where I've done something and either the same day or shortly after I was made aware or discovered later something similar had been posted, making me feel like I was being watched constantly. Tried my best to believe. There were many times I designed a new outfit that I was really excited for, but afterwards, Sinder would release outfits or models with similarities to it. Didn't think much of it at first because it was normal to have some similarities or shared inspirations with other creators. VTuber community is huge space and similarities are normal. Unprovoked tweets mentioned in the screenshot above showing that I had made the statements to make clear that I was not stealing ideas. How can I copy something that was released as teased revealed after my own? Yeah, it makes sense. And honestly, I used to be of the same persuasion that they look a really lot alike and all that kind of stuff. But, we'll say this. Seeing them more, because I've seen look more into both of them, they're pretty far apart. On July 20th, 2022, May Live, Model Mama, worked on a comfy goth girl outfit. I had rips in my shirt, G-string shorts, spiked wrist cuffs. 2 weeks after Sinder debuted a similar outfit, I could include the earliest image I could find of Sinder with this outfit. I received many negative comments about my design from people assuming that I copied her when I debuted it 2 weeks before her. God, that's so shitty. That's really shitty. September, July. So yeah. Merchandise used in Uwu Market had to do a double take because the gray-blue skin tone used in the art. They thought it was her. I could see why. Greek goddess outfit on stream. I'm a Cerberus VTuber, so it fits. Yeah, it fits your lore. Makes sense that you would want to design a Greek outfit that's her whole background. And then that happens, which very weird. This is a whole lot of fucking coincidences happening one after another. April 20th, 2024, Model Mama Ahiri VT got a hoodie with a cute design on top, had side bangs covering my eyes. April 4th, 2025, Sinder debuted a sports hoodie with side bangs covering her eyes, similar to me. This one I can kind of... The eye bangs is a little off, but I can deal with that. It's just this being stacked on top of everything else, you know? Don't have screenshot example. I remember posting about my first ASMR stream the day that I was supposed to do said stream. Cinder plugged her ASMR channel. God, there's a whole lot of coincidences, huh? I thought it was a bit suspect, but brushed it off. I don't have screenshots of the comments and the bullying that I received from her community. There were too many that became too much to keep track of. I just started ignoring them because I never wanted to save images of the words that hurt me. Didn't even want to read the harassing comments in the first place. I just wanted to be left alone and be happy in my own space. Received a DM on January 25th, 2023, and not disclosed who the sender was without their consent. The sender expressed to me that they were getting bullied by Sinder and certain members of Sinder's community because she too had fire in her ears. God, that's... Wow. Fire in ears. How original. So fucking weird to me. And I responded to the DM because I wanted to stay away from drama such as possible. Love your design. Had any mentions Sinder... Only asking because I made an OC like a while back and was accused by her and her others of stealing her design because of my dog girl had flames in the ears and her fans claimed it was exclusive to her design. Which, not true. Not true whatsoever. Big deal on Twitter, so I wondered if anything happened to you. Okay. And you followed them, that's cool. And yeah. Makes sense why you don't want to... I'm not going to engage in it. I just want to stay out of drama. Cool. Always designed my own models, inspiration from Cerberus. Talked poorly about really hurts. Yeah. Never saw any kind of interaction. That's sad. That was good. So, That was the Sinder and Spite drama. There was another Google document. This one is a bit older. This comes from Rain Does Stuff. Here it is. Taking a document even described it happened 4 to 5 years ago before the first Sinder debut. Doubtless accusation of cloud chasing, blah, blah, blah. Corroborate Nanolist's assertion she is not who she appears to be on the surface and confirm no matter how much damage control she does, she's just as responsible as redacted. And Sinder and I met while she was still running her Tashi MP3 YouTube channel, which is why all the following screenshots will show her as Tashi rather than Sinder, and that will come up later. At the time, she was only just starting her account, and I already had my own ASMR RP channel with about 8K subscribers, and as a bigger channel than her, she couldn't wait to work with someone as quote-unquote talented as me. We never ended up actually making any content together. That didn't stop us from taking pretty much every day. New way to make me useful. Immediately, she was flirting with me, just having a boyfriend, both of us knowing she had a boyfriend, including regularly talking shit about him to me while telling me how great it would be if I were to replace him. Wow. Oh, that's some... Holy shit. I can't read through those. Spite was definitely nothing serious for her and just means of keeping herself occupied. She was the first to keep stringing me along with proclamations of real love, which again, I was silly to have believed in the first place, but still. Dude, we all believe stupid shit for love. I don't blame you. For obvious reasons, I won't share any explicit sexting, not because of the NSFW nature, but I also just don't think it helps. However, note that this all went on for several months and included more than just text, as both the date and contents of the following screenshot proves. Wow. Wow, nudes and shit, huh? Found out if Red got told about what happened, especially not full lucidity. The primary reason I've held on to all this for so long, an itching feeling that Red never fully knew. It always felt like it would unnecessarily drama, so I left it alone. Now it seems as good a time as any. Red, if you're reading this, I'm sorry for all that happened back then. I really am, but given the actions you two have taken together regarding other VTubers, I still think you're perfect for each other regardless. After Sinder got done using me for fleeting sexual gratification, our conversation slowed down, exacerbated by the Sinder character coming into fruition and finding immediate success. I'd stopped making content for a decent length of time by then, and thus she had no longer ladder climb for me. Stopped using the account altogether and committed fully to Sinder, and I'd never heard from her again. Something was uncannily aware of what happened even back then. Wow. Pretty much it. No witch hunt. This is kind of funny. Don't forget about me when you become a big popular YouTuber. And look what happened. So yeah, Cinder's in all kind of shit. I'm willing to bet more shit comes out later. But for the Nanolist stuff, this was Cinder's quote. This was her first thing that she put out. Now, I've got to know, has she said anything yet? She has not. But effective immediately, Redacted will no longer be managing or overseeing my VTuber activities and no longer represents me as a creator, my brand, or my intentions. I'm sorry, everyone. Make a larger response when I'm able. Very corpo pilled. Then this is Cotton, because I think Sack accidentally forgot to censor some of the images. Oh, so Komori was in on it. So Komori got fucked over. Bow, cotton, or blink all. So yeah. This is fucking horrendous. Sinder didn't even want, like, ugh, I feel so bad for her. Vexoria tweeted, this sucks for Nano and Bao, it sucks for all our friends, it sucks for our community as a whole. I know these events will shock many, but please don't lose sight that there are some absolutely sweet and wonderful content creators out there who are doing their best to raise each other up and make your world a better place. That said, it stings seeing people I thought were friends talking shit about someone I've known since I started VTubing. Someone who has been nothing but an absolute sweetheart for years did not deserve the shit slung at her in those DMs. I'm heartbroken for my friend. I love you, Spite. Like, so fucking sad. And then this is someone else. Remember when she sent her entire following to attack me because I made an ASMR roleplay? This. Oh, so. Oh, I wonder if this is the person who messaged Spite then. This must be who it is. This must be her. You're cringe. Liking shit that can't even fucking hide it. And then just to end off, because I've gone over it, I've been recording for almost an hour. Let's just end off on some memes that I saw. Trigger point. Signs were there along. Pretty fucking funny. This one. Oh, this one was just good. If stepping on your friends and abusing your power and connections is how you get to the top, I hope you realize no one will be left when you get there. Yes. I really like this. This was really good. Which one was this? Oh, Sinder is a partial owner of GamerSupps, by the way. This company just can't catch a break right now, huh? Yeah. And then Sinder to Redacted. Which is fucking hilarious. I love it. Well, go support Nano Bow and Spite. Make sure you support them. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of me. This is just something I had to make a video on because it was so insane. Like, my nephew is like literally bought fucking, it loves Sinder. Bought her merch. It's on pre-order now. And when I told him about it, he was super upset when I told him about it. Either way, see y'all later. Take care of yourselves.